Oh, yeah. So basically, I was right.
Wait.
Wrong.
Okay.
Well, how confident you are.
Well, maybe I spelled it wrong.
You may want, let's turn down that speaker just a little bit, because it's also blaring into that over there.
Okay, let's turn down the little.
Oh, I can hear my voice going through a computer and then coming out a speaker. That's really, really weird. Okay, y'all ready? Let me sound check with you, Sarah. Go ahead.
Check it out.
Okay, that's it. Yeah. Okay. I think we'll just do it here.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't have to worry about it. Okay, so, you know what? Once a week we do this on Sunday. It's called CHATechesis. And CHATechesis is we have a topic and then we discuss it. And we this week we're discussing this one. Mary, we already took this, remember last semester, you all who have been to CHATechesis before, we've done a lot of this stuff. And we've already come up with the answer that Mary is the mother of God, the Holy Theotokos. Remember, that's from the Council of Ephesus in 431. Okay? Everybody remember that? Bernardo, do you remember that?
We got a nod.
Okay, good. I see some nods here. Chewy, do you remember that? So we have our Google Hangout group, which is a bunch of students that normally come to CHATechesis. There's probably somewhere between 15 and 25 students who come to CHATechesis. But we're going to take it just a little further today. In that, we're going to talk about this. Is she just a special gal? Just a gal. A special gal? Or is she a hero of our salvation? A hero of our salvation. Chris, that's what we're going to talk about today.
Yeah.
Now, okay. From last week, we had to change this up slightly. The reason why we had to change it up is, well,
didn't work.
It like 60% worked.
Yeah, okay.
If you hadn't been asleep, it'd probably worked. Okay, so what happened last week is we realized that CHATechesis can't happen as it normally does because everybody's on computers and there's this like delay and stuff happening. And so we decided to change it, and it's constantly evolving, right, Sarah? It's constantly evolutionary. Hey, hi! I just saw you all for marriage preparation today. Where's Isaac? Oh, hey, Isaac. Nice to see you. Okay.
Yeah.
I just saw Jennifer and Isaac for marriage preparation today. Oh, welcome. Welcome aboard. And so what we're going to do this time is we're gonna basically open the first two questions that we have up open to the public, and then the third question Chris and I are gonna like
Rap battle.
Rock'em Sock'em Robots, Fighting Irish sort of things with this. Okay.
Pretty sure it's a crime to hit a priest.
It's excommunicatable to hit a priest. Okay.
Looks like I'm not winning.
Yeah. Or, in the words of MC Hammer, can't touch this. Do-dee-doo-doo, do-doo-doo, can't touch this. I don't like sitting down.
Me
It's
neither.
really, really constraining to sit down. But we're gonna try this out. We're gonna take it for a test drive and see what happens. Liesl, is that okay with you? I can't see you. You're so tiny.
She just gave us a thumbs
Oh, you gave us
We're
a
good.
thumbs up. Okay, or a knuckle sandwich. I'm really not sure because you're like 4'11". Are you 4'11"?
No, I'm 5'2".
Oh, really? Oh, well, delightful. Chewy is 4'11". Aren't you, Chewy? You're 4'11"? He's like, no. Okay, anyway. Okay, let's get started. Aaron Wood is 4'11". Okay, let's get started. Okay, so, for you all who are online watching this, you get to write stuff in. So this time, we have people monitoring Facebook and Instagram to give your answers. So you can just type them up and blast them to us, and then we'll work on them. So the question is, you ready?
Want me to hold that for you?
No, I got this. I'm my own prop. That probably means two things, isn't it? Okay, so this is what we're going to talk about. So, is she a hero of salvation or just a special gal? So, this is really small. What does our culture think about womanhood / motherhood? Okay, there we go. That's our first question. So, from you all on Google Hangout, what do you think? What does our culture think? What does our culture say when you say motherhood or womanhood?
Home building.
Home building, got it. Okay, next.
It's a burden sometimes, like
It's-
unwanted.
Burden, not wanted. Okay, what else? Ashley?
That's the woman's job.
Oh, it's the woman's job. From our vet. Okay. Bernardo, what do you think? Say something to enlighten us.
I think our culture thinks that motherhood or womanhood is like dependable on other people, I think.
Depending on other people?
Yeah.
Okay. Anybody from social media?
We have Foundation of Family.
Ooh, the foundation of family. Okay. Anybody else? Chewy, what do you got?
Gotta come up with another answer, apparently.
Chewy?
It's a sacrifice.
A sacrifice? Okay. Ashley? Whoa. Who's next to you, Chewy?
They don't know.
They don't know.
Still Sarah Lindley.
Oh, Sarah, what do you got?
It's a responsibility.
Responsibility? To do what? So is homework. Homework's also a responsibility. You doing yours?
Yes.
I plead the fifth. Oh, this is not an OJ trial. Okay. Responsibility to do what?
To be a woman and to be a mother.
Okay. Anybody from social media?
Let's see. Well, someone echoed yes. Someone retweeted sacrifice.
Someone retweeted sacrifice.
At the bottom.
Okay, retweet. Okay. Sarah Foy, what do you got?
Society thinks she cooks, she cleans, she takes care of the kids.
Cook, clean, take care of kids. Got it. Okay. Is that a good exhaustive list? Aaron Wood, what do you think?
I think it's good.
That's a good list. Anybody else? Because I heard one the other day. Anybody? I heard one the other day that was called oppression. Like women are oppressed. Okay, so I'm gonna put it in here. I also take. Okay, anything else? Cricket? No?
Every woman
I
has
would
to do it. Sorry, Ashley.
Oh, go ahead, Rachel.
Every woman has to do it.
Oh. Just do it. You got to.
Yep.
Okay. Got it. That's a good list right there, yeah? You think? Should we add anything to this list? Anybody from home? Anybody from the audience? Add anything to this list? What do you got, Clay? Anything from the home audience that we need to social media?
No,
Okay.
nothing else.
Okay, got it. Okay, so I need a paper towel because I'm going to erase this. So what does our culture think? Now, what do people think Catholics teach about womanhood or motherhood? What do you think, Floyd?
Well, if you're Catholic and you're a mother, you just have a million kids.
Million, gazillion kids. Okay. Whoops. So this is what we're asking the question, like, what do people think Catholics teach about? Okay, a million gazillion kids. Okay. What else? What do other people think Catholics teach about
That
womanhood?
Okay.
Go ahead,
I
Ashley.
mean, that motherhood is a gift. It's special and
Okay.
unique.
Is a gift, special, unique. Okay, from the social media, Clay, hit us.
Instagram, I got must stay at home.
Must
Stay at home.
stay at home. Okay?
That we think women are less than men.
Women less than men's. Okay?
That we pump out babies.
We pump out, would that also go in the million gazillion children pumping out babies, Sarah? Would that be also something you would say?
Yes, and then she has to take care of all those million kids.
Oh, right, right.
Wait, is that something you would say?
No, that's what she. Okay, who else is? Who we missed? Who we missed? Bernardo. What do people think Catholics teach about womanhood and motherhood?
Protecting or nurturing kids through life.
Protect and nurture. Okay, got it. Clay from Instagram.
Too strict of mothers.
Too strict. Nazi mamas.
Oh my gosh.
And that women have no freedom within them.
Ooh, no freedom. Okay, Sarah, what do you got?
That there is a gender gap in religion,
Agenda.
and that women don't have important roles in the church because they can't be priests.
Okay, a gender gap difference equals no important roles for the gals.
What do we get from
We
Facebook?
reduce womanhood to motherhood.
What'd you say, Chewy?
We reduce womanhood to motherhood.
Okay. Good. Anything for Facebook?
Huge homeschool families.
Reduce. What'd you say, Chewy? Motherhood to womanhood?
Womanhood to motherhood.
Okay. And then huge. I got hug. How do you spell huge? H-U-G-H?
I think it's Y-U-G-H.
What? No, it's not Y-U-G-H, you dork. I know that's not right. How do you spell huge?
Huge.
H-U-G. That's Hugh, isn't it?
G.
E.
Hug Hugh.
Hug. How do you, help!
Add an E.
H-U-G-E.
Erase the
H. Eugene. Oh, yes! God.
Still can't spell.
Even when I.
Father?
Come on. Huge. Homeschool. I'll add weird. Because Sarah's family is homeschooled and they're weird. So there go. Everybody is currently being homeschooled. Everybody is homeschooled. Okay? So now, if you think people are weird because they're homeschooled, you are one. Okay, anything else? Again, the question is, what do people think Catholics teach about womanhood or motherhood? Anything from Facebook? Anything from Instagram? Okay. Anything from the home crowd?
Well, people say a lot. They're only good to like submit to their husband.
Whoa. Submit to husband. What do you think they get that, Liesel?
Well, it says it in a reading in the Bible, but a lot of times it's like taken out of context.
Yeah. It says like, I love that line. It says, wives be submissive to your husbands, comma, husbands love your wives as Christ loved the church and was crucified for them. And you're like, huh, Jesus. That got scary real fast. Like, I got to be nailed to a cross and die by torture. Okay, good luck. Okay, that's our list. That's a good list. And it's an important list to just like, I think to get in our mind. Because some of them are true. Some of them are not true. Some of them I think are urban legends.
Or like weird distortions of
Maybe weird distortions of the truth. Like when you think, y'all, when you think of women in the Old Testament, what do you think of? Who do you think of? Ooh, name challenge.
Oh boy.
Oh yeah. Oh, I love it. Okay, so we get these ideas because we somehow like get them at least quote unquote from where, Chris? The Bible.
Yeah.
We get these ideas because they've somehow like, in the Bible it says, and then we fill in the blank. Or in the Bible it says, and we fill in the blank. And so I think most of these assumptions come from the Bible. But like, what are some famous women in the Bible? Liesl, do you know one?
Esther.
Esther! Come on! Esther, right out the gates. Who else? Who else? I got Ruth, so y'all are taken.
Sarah.
Oh, deuces. Sarah. Okay, so we got Sarah, I called Ruth, Esther. What else you got?
Hannah.
Who's
Mary
Hannah?
Magdalene.
Mary Magdalene. Let's go with the Old Testament. Let's start with the Old Testament.
She waves us off.
She's like, yeah.
Rebecca.
Rebecca, got it. Okay.
Leah.
Who?
Leah, you're right.
Yeah, I'm just checking. Hey,
I don't know if she was New Testament.
my socks were saying, ruh-roh, Shaggy. Okay, Leah, what else? Eve, I got Eve. Go.
Rachel?
Rachel? Rachel, you're supposed to, I like threw that lure out for you to just like reel in, and you just like, Sarah, Foy got Sarah, and then you were supposed to get Rachel. Rachel, show yourself. It's a Google Hangout. Where are you? I can't see her.
She's not
Delilah and
I'm over
Deborah.
here.
Delilah and Deborah. Okay. What else? Give me another woman from the Old Testament.
Ruth.
Oh, we already got
Oh,
Ruth.
I got Ruth.
Father cheated.
I threw that one out early. Who else? Go ahead.
Bathsheba.
Oh, Bathsheba from Facebook. Okay, who else? Clyde, nothing from Instagram.
No.
The people from Instagram are asleep.
Well, we already covered
We already covered them? Okay.
Rachel and then some New Testament ones, so that's all right.
Okay. What else? I got a pot of hot water right over here. It's really awesome. What are some other women? Go ahead. Give me
Oh,
one.
me? Oh, Jechaliah.
I know it's got to be in there. I was gonna I bet you $20 it's not in there. But also, I'm really terrible at remembering people's names.
This is true.
Check. Where is it?
You once just stared at my face for a while and went, Chris.
Where's it? Where's Jechaliah?
Oh, it's in 2 Kings. Let's see.
Really?
I think so.
Oh, 2 Kings is in the New Testament? Okay, I got it. 2 Kings. 2 Kings what?
Oh boy, I can't find it.
2 Kings.
I think it's chapter 11 or 12. We'll find it.
What's her name?
Jechaliah.
Jechaliah. Anybody help? Help!
Someone with access to Google, help father.
Jechaliah. I'm in
15?
14.
14?
I'm in 15. I'm cruising to 16. I got Peketh, the son of Ramallah.
Oh,
Anybody?
yeah, it's 2 Kings 15.
2 Kings 15.
Verse 2.
Really? He was 16 years old when he began to reign, and he reigned 52 years in Jerusalem. His mother's name was Jechaliah of Jerusalem. Wow. Totally rando. Who is she? Whose mom is that?
Azariah, also called Uriah in Israel, Isaiah.
Whoa. This is Jechaliah's whose mom?
Azariah, whose other name is Uriah.
But who is he?
Oh, he's a king of
Oh.
Judah. Oof.
We're in the book of Kings.
Yeah.
We could add literacy as to things I need to develop while we're on quarantine or whatever is going on right now. I need to add being able to read. Okay, Jechaliah. Okay, who said Deborah?
He's right there.
Oh, Chewy. Who's Deborah?
I don't remember. Wait,
You better be finding out, chump.
Yeah, if you name someone, you better be
Okay,
able to point
anybody
to them.
know where Deborah is in the Bible? Tell me, Chris.
Judges 4.
The book of Judges. Okay, let's go to the book of Judges. What's her job? She's a judge.
He's a prophetess.
She's a prophetess. Rachel. Boom. Didn't even know your own name, but know who Deborah is. Very impressed.
What else is she?
Okay, what else does Deborah do? She's in what? Judges 2?
Judges 4.
Judges 4. What does she do in Judges 4? Anybody?
4:4. She's a judge of Israel.
Prophetess, the wife of Lipithodeth, was judging Israel. This is verse 4. And she used to sit under the palm of Deborah and Ramah. Okay. So she's a judge. So she has an important role. How many judges are in Israel? Does anybody know? And what's their job? What's the job of the judges in Israel? Isn't it like the boss you around?
Sort of.
Like that's what judges do, right?
Yeah.
They impose unrule.
More like tell you not to hurt yourself.
Okay, so we got Jechaliah. Is that her name?
Sure.
What's the other gal's name?
Deborah.
No, the other one that you came up with that I didn't think was real.
Oh, Jael. Jael.
No. Jechah from 2 Kings 15.
Yeah, that's Jechaliah.
Jechaliah. Okay, so we got Jechaliah, who is the mother of a king. We got Deborah, who's a judge. Anybody else? What else you got? Famous women from the Old Testament. Famous women from the Old Testament. That I got one for you, which I really think is probably one of my favorite moments in the Old Testament. Zipporah.
Who's that?
Zipporah makes Moses circumcise his son with a rock, a sharp rock. Okay, anybody know it? Anybody know the story? Go to Exodus chapter 4. Exodus is in the New Testament. I'm just kidding, it's not. It is in what's called the Pentateuch, the first 5 books of the Old Testament. So Exodus chapter 4. Hot water burning.
Here it does that.
What's that?
Here it does that.
It does. It burns the throat. So her job, interestingly, where's Aaron, by the way? Because I see Aaron's name in verse 27. The Lord said to Aaron, where's Aaron tonight? I just saw him the other day at a gas station, and he didn't show up tonight.
But you're talking about Aaron Jackson.
Yeah, I
I
am.
thought you were like Aaron in
Okay.
the Bible.
So Zephora, what does she do? Did you find it?
What?
Zephora, chapter 4, Exodus chapter
Oh yeah,
4.
verse 24.
Verse 24. Okay, what is she telling Moses to do?
Oh,
And why is she telling Moses to do it?
Well,
if you're so smart,
She does
PhD.
it. She does it. The Lord came upon Moses and sought to put him to death and said,
Oh, whoa. You ready for this? God is going to whoop Moses in the desert and put him to death.
right after telling him to go shepherd his people.
Okay?
And Zipporah immediately takes a stone and circumcises Gershom.
Because why?
Well, because Moses hadn't done it. It's his job to do it.
So you're saying that Zephora is like a protector of Moses and even salvation.
Yeah, I would say that.
Yeah.
And of Gershom.
And gravity is protecting that that
Yeah,
iPad
that-
from falling over,
yeah.
and it didn't work. Right. Close. So okay, so Zephora, we got Deborah. My favorite one. Okay, so Zephora is one. Jael. Anybody know Jael? Okay, find Jael, because I was in the Holy Lands and I saw this painting of Jael, and I just looked up and I said, "What is that?"
For those following along at home, we were just there. She's in Judges 4.
Judges 4. Go back to Judges 4. Rachel, remember where you were when you came up with the awesome name of who Deborah was? Yeah. So, who is Jael? Anybody? Anybody make it to Judges 4 before I did? Before Chris Petra did? And the crowd goes silent.
Oof.
Does anybody on Instagram or Facebook, did they find out who Jael is? Okay. Jael.
Herbert's wife.
Superman's
That's true.
Superman's dad. Yep, close. That is true, Jael. It is a woman who does what with a sword? So there's this battle going on, right? Am I right, Chris?
Yeah.
Okay, battle going on. And these armies are showing up, and the king from what nation shows up?
Oh, I don't know. Moab?
Mm-hmm. And what does she do to the king of the Moabites? Does she, A, cook him dinner? B, give him a sleigh ride in the desert? Or C, kill him?
I'm gonna go with C.
Yes. She kills him. How?
She took a tent peg.
She took a tent peg, and then she what? While he's asleep underneath like a rug, she goes over and puts a tent peg to the side of his temple and then hammers him to the ground. Like hammers his head to the ground until he's laying there like this. Dead. And she's one of the saviors of Israel. She's considered one of the most powerful women in Israel, who was able to do what most soldiers could not do, or what the army of Israel was unable to do, which is kill the Moabite king. Okay.
Said she's your favorite woman in the Old Testament?
Yeah, kind of. I mean, she's just a BA. She's awesome. She puts the whooping on this Moabite king. And so I saw a picture of it. And then what does she do with the guy after that? Doesn't she cut off his head and put it in a basket or something like that?
Just says she showed him off.
Oh, and then paraded him around. Oh, look what I got, boys! You're that king you're looking for? Yeah, he's dead over here. Okay. Okay, questions, comments, thoughts, cries of anguish, laments? Anybody? Chewy, did you think that there was a woman in the scriptures who drove a tent spike through somebody's head? Do you guys know how big a tent spike is? It's like this long. Or maybe somewhere like a foot long, because it's got to go into the sand. And like, tink, 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 whack. Sound effects and everything. Okay, so everybody got that? You can unmute yourself if you want to talk right now. Thoughts on this, like, understanding of womanhood in the Old Testament? Is this new to you all? No. Isaac, unmute yourself. Unmute Jennifer.
Hi.
Okay, so what is like, Jennifer, is this like a first thought? Like, this is the first time you've ever heard this about women in the Old Testament?
I mean, last semester we did a Bible study on the role of women in the Bible.
Yeah.
So the concepts aren't new, but the specific people are.
Oh, okay. Now you can like, ask them. Maybe they're saintly enough women that we could ask for their help and intercession. Okay. Foy, what do you got? Thoughts?
I just can't stop thinking about how people would always blame Eve
Oh, yeah.
for being the worst, for bringing sin into the world. But like there were other like awesome women too.
But what's Eve called? What's Eve mean? She's the mother of all the living. That's what her name means, right? People who blame her just kind of skip over that whole mother of all the living, which would be us.
Yeah, she also she gets a bad rap because it was Adam's job. Like Adam's told, like, hey, dude, you're to protect the garden and make it grow. So your job, Adam, is to beat the snot out of anything that walks into this garden. And he didn't do that. He was just like, as this Nahshon, this beast, is talking to his wife, Adam's just like leaning against the tree like, like a dum-dum. When he should have been like 10-knuckle tap dance on this creature's face. What? No one else uses that phrase, 10-knuckle tap dance?
Can't say I do.
Okay, my bad. Okay, so I'm gonna introduce you to a word. Because this is an important word for you all to put in your vocabulary. I promise it won't be on a test anywhere, and it won't be on an ACT or SAT. And the word is, you ready? Okay, buckle up.
It's a weird word.
Are you backtracking me?
Is he gonna spell it right?
Yep.
I don't know. It's Hebrew, so
It is.
we wouldn't
It's
know.
Hebrew, so you gotta read upside down. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna do that guy on the street corner who was always selling taxes. Yep, there it is. Selling taxes, who's always asking people. Okay, the word is gibra. What do you think it means? Anyone? Take a guess.
No Googling, Sarah.
Oh, we should put a software on this that controls your eyeballs. Okay. Ashley, what do you think it means? Take a guess. You have to unmute yourself before you talk, by the way. But you all can just unmute yourself and blab all you want. It's all the same.
I honestly have no idea.
Have you ever seen this word before?
No.
Lisa?
It looks like a name almost.
Yeah? Yeah? Lisa, what do you think?
I googled it.
Ah! And what does it mean? Go ahead, tell us. Go tell us what it means. Cheater? It means cheating?
It says great lady or mistress.
Great lady or mistress?
That's what it's Wikipedia.
I love Wikipedia. You know, there was this dates me.
Oh, great mother.
Yeah, there was this time on the Colbert Report when it was on the air, and they were going to change the fact that white rhinos in Africa were no longer endangered. So they got on there and they started changing Wikipedia, and people started voting on it. And luckily somebody from Wikipedia was watching it and like got on there and stopped it. But yes, Wikipedia doesn't always come up with the best answers. It means what? It's the word that's always used for the Queen Mother. So his fake name that he came up with, which was ended up being real, was it
Jechaliah.
Jechaliah, Bathsheba. These are all names for the Queen Mother or exalted woman or the daughters of Jerusalem. You know, these like very important women that you find their names in the book of Kings. So if you went back there and looked to the book of Kings, it would say, this is interesting about the queen. The queen is, remember, is not the wife of the king, but is the mother of the queen. Sorry, is the mother of the king. The queen is the mother of the king, and she has a Gibra. This has this name that's to her alone. Just like we were talking about in the beginning, remember, Sarah? We were talking about like Russian Orthodox priests. Their wives have a specific name, which is presbytera or presbytera, like priest, but priesta. Okay, so that
Matrushka in Russian.
Matrushka, that's it. Matrushka in Russian. So it's very important to remember this because these women had these like esteemed high places. Just like Deborah from the book of Judges, right, Chris?
Mm-hmm.
Just like your, what's her name? Jael?
Sure.
Zephora, who basically does Moses' job for him. All these women have these esteemed titles. And then there's those that are separate that have the title of Gibra, the Queen Mother. Okay, good? Everybody got that so far? Anyone? Any questions, comments, cries of anguish, laments, and sorrows? Now, where do we go from here? I would say there's probably one mom from the scriptures that like shows her role, her awesomeness as mother. And like, what's her role in the family? I think she like, can you see if you can read my mind?
We're talking what part
Old
of
Testament,
Scripture?
Old Testament, Old Testament,
Okay.
Old Testament. So I'll give you some hints. Old Testament woman, you all can guess too. Old Testament mom, and she, in her statement, tells exactly what her mission is as mom. She has 7 sons.
Whoa.
It's that mom who, her and her sons were being like tortured and killed, and she was just like, no, like we are doing this for our God. Like they can kill us or whatever, but we won't actually die. We have life after this.
Okay, thanks. Where is that? Try again. Keep going. What book is that in? The whole Bible.
It's in Maccabees.
Are you sure? Did you just look that up, Chewy?
Mm-mm. I remember that.
Okay, Sarah?
Where's Maccabees?
Yeah. Hey, Sarah.
In the Bible.
In the Bible. Okay, so find your book of Maccabees. It's I remember the readings because the readings were like a couple days long. It was 2 Maccabees 7. So everybody flip to 2 Maccabees 7. Find it. Anybody online, Instagram, Facebook? Comments? Questions?
Mother of Maccabees.
Oh, mother of the Maccabeans. Yeah, there's these 7 Maccabean brothers. And remember, like, the beauty of the restoration of the temple, like Hanukkah, the festival of lights, the reason why we have that understanding that the restoration of the temple in Hanukkah occurred is from the book of Maccabees. Okay. So everybody find it? 2 Maccabees 7. It's between Genesis and
Apocalypse.
Matthew, the Gospel of Matthew. Somewhere in there.
It's so helpful. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. Okay. Anybody else find it? See, isn't this great when we all have the same Bible? I can just like yell out a page number and then you all can look so smart and find it really quick. Did you find it, Chris? Oh, I know what it is. You don't have to tell me.
Oh, I'm finding it in mine.
Okay. Everybody find it? Maccabee 7? Jump in if you found it. Just say yeah. Okay. Sarah, why don't you read verses 21 through 23 for us, please? Go ahead.
Filled with a noble spirit that stirred her womanly heart.
Oh, I love that. Filled with a noble spirit that stirred her womanly heart. What did she do?
She exhorted each of them in the language of their forefathers with these words. I do not know how you came into existence in my womb. It was not I who gave you the breath of life, nor was it I who set in order the elements of which each of you is composed. Therefore, since it is the creator of the universe who shapes each man beginning, as he brings about the origins of everything, he, in his mercy, will give you back both breath and life, because you now disregard yourselves for the sake of his law.
Okay, so the Maccabean mom, I love it, I love it. She whispers to them in their own native language. She's like, come here, sons. Let me tell you something. Like, I don't know how you came to be. God created you. But she's also a woman who tells us about the resurrection. Remember when we talked about like the resurrection, the theology of the resurrection a couple weeks ago? She gives us a glimpse. She's probably like one of 3 people in the Old Testament that tells us about the resurrection. That God will give you that body back. Okay, Chewy. You're literate. You're more literate than I am, aren't you? I mean, that's not saying much, but Chewy. Okay.
Yeah.
Have you found Maccabees?
Yep.
Okay. Read 27 through 30 for us, please.
In derision of the cruel tyrant, she leaned over close to her son and said in their native tongue, Son, have pity on me, who carried you in my womb for 9 months, nursed you for 3 years, brought you up, educated and supported you to your present age. I beg you, child, to look at the heavens and the earth, and see all that is in them. Then you will know that God did not make them out of existing things, and in the same way the human race came into existence. Do not be afraid of this executioner, but be worthy of your brothers and accept death, so that in the time of mercy I may receive you again with them.
Okay, Chris, tell us what was just said.
Oh, wait, we didn't finish.
Oh, really?
We skipped my favorite part, verse 30.
Oh, verse 30. Go ahead, Chewy. Verse 30, please.
She had scarcely finished speaking when the youth said, What are you waiting for? I will not obey the king's command. I obey the command of the law given to our forefathers through Moses.
Do it now, he says.
Yeah. Do your worst. Okay, so Chris, tell me, what is the Mama Maccabean, what did she just tell her boy? So,
Look to heaven. Do not be afraid.
okay. Look to heaven, don't be afraid. What else?
You're going to come back
The resurrection.
because you cherished God's laws more than your life.
Okay.
What else are you looking for?
I like the line that says, like, she says, like, I brought you into this world. I, like, fed you from my own body for 3 years.
Raised
And
you.
I raised you, and I taught you the faith. It's beautiful, like, that the mother of the Maccabees, boys, like, who taught them the faith? It's the same line that, like, appears when Jesus and Mary and Joseph are in the temple, and it says Jesus went back home, was obedient to his parents, and grew in faith and knowledge,
Stature and wisdom. Yeah.
and stature and wisdom. Like the job of his mom was to teach him the faith. Joseph's job is to teach him to be a carpenter. Anyway, what else? What else from why is the Maccabean mom just so awesome?
I mean, lots of reasons.
Well, go on, tell me lots of reasons.
Have pity on me. She's not sorry for raising him, but she's sorry that she raised him so well that he's gonna do what she tells him to do.
She raised him so well that he is
going to accept death so that in God's mercy I may get you back again.
What was that really dumb song I heard? I love
Heard
my
a lot.
mama. I love my mama. JB made me listen to that.
Kids trap.
Your kid's trap. I love my mama. My mama says, die at the hand of executioners. I die at the hand of executioners because I love my mama. I love my... Sorry. Kids trap, is that what it's called?
Yeah, like trap, like music.
Yeah, I got it. Okay.
It's a good song.
Okay, questions. Thoughts. Laments. Cries of anguish. How does this perspective that we've just given you on the Old Testament role of women, how does that differ from like our culture? Y'all can just chime in whenever you want.
Same with online.
How does it differ?
Women aren't belittled. They have roles. They're awesome. You know?
Shimmy shake? Yeah. Okay. Aaron, what do you think?
I think women are often told that like I'm trying to figure out how I phrase it, but we're told that we're less than because people don't understand like why we might be different in some ways that are actually like equivalent.
Oh.
If that makes sense.
Different and equivalent. Okay, good. Clay from Instagram?
Kind of.
Facebook? Okay, no one out there. Bernardo, how does this perspective from the Old Testament lens, how does that like compare to like what our culture thinks that the church thinks or the culture thinks about womanhood and motherhood?
On the spot.
On the spot. I mean, are they kind of like opposed to one another?
Some yes, some no.
Okay. Ashley, you're a woman.
I don't think the culture like realizes like we talked about like how we're talking about these like great ladies. I don't think the culture really considers many people to be great ladies, or if they are like great ladies, it's because they're attached or attributed with something that some man did. If that makes sense.
Yeah. Like Rosa Parks is a hero of our culture.
Yeah.
Yeah, she just like sat there and said, I ain't moving. And she didn't. And we consider her a hero. Would you consider Mary the Mother of God a hero of our salvation? Yeah, like, because what happens to Mary? Ashley, do you remember? Like, at the Annunciation, she's a teenage pregnant woman. How well does that go over?
I mean, in culture, she was pretty much like, I mean, Joseph was going to like leave her quietly, but then an angel came to him and said, don't be afraid to take Mary into your home.
Yeah,
so it was very countercultural.
Ooh, okay. Chris, how would Mary have been treated?
If Joseph left her and people found out that son was not his, she would have gotten stoned.
With rocks.
Yeah, not the
local essential during the plague.
Yeah.
Okay. This tonight I wanted you all to get a new perspective on the awesomeness of womanhood, the awesomeness of motherhood, and that there throughout the Old Testament we came up with a list of really great names. Like Ruth is who? The grandmother of Joseph Technicolor Dreamcoat? No. Not Joseph. Who?
Jesse.
Jesse.
Father of David.
Thank you. Golly. It's getting late. 7:45. Brain's about to go to sleep. Okay. You all, that's it. Oh my gosh, we're over time.
Way over.
We're 5 minutes over time. So we're going to try to do this. Sarah, this is what I want you to do. I'm going to call you on the phone as soon as we hang up, and then we're going to powwow, okay? Roger. Okay. You all, we're going to pray out, and then any comments from Facebook? Any comments from Instagram?
Hashtag Team Ruth.
Hashtag Team Ruth. Okay, got it. Okay. Who sent that one?
My brother.
Hashtag Team Ruth. Okay. Y'all have a beautiful night. We're going to meet back up next week, same time, 7 o'clock. Go to about 7:45. We don't have a topic yet. I think we do. What's our topic next week?
We don't have a topic yet.
What? We don't?
We'll
Okay.
figure it out.
We better figure it
Why
out.
don't we continue this one?
What?
Oh, why not continue this one, Father?
Talk more about Mary.
Oh. Okay.
I guess
Wow.
we could do that.
Wow, she came at me ferocious. She
Like, she needs more than one session. That's how awesome she is.
wow. She was throwing like fastballs like I was supposed to be throwing them at the Astros.
Oh.
Oof, yowzas. Okay, didn't work. She's like, put me in my place. Okay.
Well, I think that decides it. Is Mary.
Okay, so do we have this is an agreement on Mary next week. We should do Mary, more on the Blessed Virgin Mary. This is on no vote. If you do a no vote, you're going to make Jesus mad.
Or women of the New Testament.
Women of the New Testament? Okay, we'll do women of the New Testament next week.
Okay.
You better start finding who's in the New Testament. And then we'll have like a name throwdown between Chris and I.
Again?
Again.
Okay.
Again. Okay, let's pray. Glory be to the Father, and to the Son, and to the Holy Spirit, as it was in the beginning, is now, and ever shall be, world without end. Amen. Okay, y'all go in peace. Sleep well. Talk amongst yourselves. Hang out. Y'all can do your thing. I'll turn the speaker off. Okay, bye! Not sure I like